I'm talking inflation. I know I talk about this quite a bit lately, but the fact is that it's here, and inflation is going to be here real soon. So I just want to tell people, as always, just tell them to make sure they're prepared. As I'm going to do this fast, and I got another little story to talk about. So, as always, your gold, your silver, your firearms, your ammunition, your seeds, food, storable food, that kind of stuff, energy sources, generators, land, anything else that's going to be of value and need. That could be tools, it could be paper products, if there's anything there you need, or you may need, anything like that. Gas, if you have jerry cans, make sure you got them full. For the most part, that's at least what we do. And then we got always make sure you got probably bandages, some sort of Band-Aid deal, hydrogen peroxide, rubbing alcohol, that kind of stuff. And then stuff for if you're going to have a garden or need to, you feel that that's going to be necessary, which I do. You want stuff for the garden, soil, garden tools, goes along with tools. Anything else, if you're going to do hay bale gardening, you want something for that, some sort of fencing, keep the critters out. Maybe a trap or two, or whether you want a live trap or some other kind of trap for your moles or gophers or whatever kind of varmints that would be around your garden. Something if you're going to look into hunting, whether that is you got to take some firearm safety, you got to go shooting, prepare, learn how to shoot, learn everything about it, learn how to sight in your rifle, if that's what you're using for hunting, or archery, that field of it. Learn about guns and ammunition, make sure you have your firearms, your ammunition for that, not just what you're going to need then, what you're going to need the time after, maybe the time after, and then a bunch more to share for family, friends, if they are going to need any, because you never know. I know if you were here 2020 looking into this at all, there was a shortage and you could not find ammunition to save your life, it seemed like, for the most part. That might come again. It might never come back to normal, if you want to call it normal, or accessible, how it is today. It's still high priced, but I don't think it's ever going down, because it's not the price, it's the power of your currency. Your purchasing power has gone down, and it's going to continue across the board of everything, is my opinion. So maybe learn about, if you want to do gardening, learn about that. Figure out ways to do that. Seeds, always, like I said that earlier. Greenhouse, learn about greenhousing if you want to do that. Something for a greenhouse, if you're going to build your own greenhouse. Maybe get in a greenhouse or talking to someone that has an old greenhouse they don't use, or someone that used one, and learn from them. There's never a time that's going to be set aside for this. Maybe you want to do that, or there's not going to be the right time for anything. The time is now, especially for these things. It's now. It's my opinion. Maybe you want to get into raising chickens, livestock. Chickens are easy. Chickens are a piece of cake. They really are. And then you got all the farm fresh eggs you want. And it can move out from there if you want to look into cattle, lamb, and anything else like that. Hog, pigs. And then also, as always, I say it's community. Find a connection in your community. People are good at mechanic stuff, nurses, doctors, someone who's good with plumbing or knows about plumbing, some sort of construction guy, good with roofs, roofing, good with just overall construction. Maybe you have someone in your community that hunts, knows about hunting, used to hunt, or getting into hunting. Or same thing with fishing. Fishes now, we used to fish. No longer fishes, has a boat that you can use or purchase, or can teach you, some tricks of the trade, or some things, or places to fish, or what to do if you want to look down that avenue somehow to preserve yourself, your family, your health. Someone who's good at electronics. Maybe there's someone around computers, or just your run-of-the-mill electronics. Maybe you would need help with some electronic in your house, an appliance, that kind of stuff. So just get out there and just look into your community, because I'm sure there's tons of people out there now, whether you need them or not, you want them around and strike up those relationships, strike up conversations. Every one I've ran across, with an exception of a very minute few, is more than willing to help, and they're excited to help, and they want to help because they want to share this that they've learned. Because they take it in, they're like, oh, it changed their whole view, it changed their whole opinion, it enlightened them, it made them better at something they didn't know anything about, and now they want to share that. They always do, but they aren't going to go out there and freely share it. Usually, if someone asks them, they're more than happy to. Come on in, here, I'll help you out. This is what I did. This is the best thing to do. They want to get advice, that kind of stuff. But anyways, I just want to get this through. I know you hear it a lot from me, but that little story. Now, my family has had a small generator. And this generator that we had, it's a gasoline generator. And we've had it from a couple houses. And we had lost power, I want to say, almost 12 hours one day. And then another day we lost close to that. So we had to deal with this little generator as we took the generator and we ran it when we were out of power, and hooked it up, got it running, and plugged in the one freezer we have. And then after a few hours, then we had to unplug it and hauled it in to another freezer we had, fridge freezer type thing. It started up, run the generator, and run it on there for hours. And then we were going back and forth, over the few days that we were out of power. Well, now, years later, I always wanted a whole home generator. We got one. And here, I'm happy to admit there was a lot of money, but I don't want to live in another house without it. Just my personal opinion. If you have an opportunity or you have the means, look into it by all means. But anyways, so our power company said they're shutting down our power because they're doing stuff so the whole community, the whole area is going to be out of power. And we didn't know this, but we had this generator installed a few months ago. Recently, they shut us down, and they shut us down for, the first day was 7 hours, and the second day was 5 hours, somewhere around there. It could be a little off. But my wife works from home, so it's like I can't be without power because I need to work. I need to have this. Well, they shut our power off, not even 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Our power was back on, our generator was running, and it ran that whole time that our power was shut down. For the community, 7 hours, 7+ hours. We had power. No one else did, but we had power. Power for everything. If we wanted to run, the dishwasher, we could. If we wanted to, open the fridge and close the fridge, open the fridge, close the fridge, that kind of stuff. You want to turn all the lights on if you want to watch TV, if you want to charge your phone, if you want to charge your computer, whatever. We had all the power we wanted. You run power tools, whatever. It was great. Next day, same thing. They shut our power off. A blip, I'm saying 20 seconds. That wasn't even that. It was probably 5-10 seconds. Boom, our power's back on. We can hear a generator running. It was the greatest thing. That first generator was awesome. That small one, because it got us through. Nowadays, I don't want to live in a household without a home generator. That's going to be our goal. If we have the ability to do that, we will. And what it did is it made me feel like, well, we're special because we don't have to rely on anyone else, it seemed like. We got this. No matter what anything else is going on out there, what the government or the city or the community's doing, to us, if they can control our power, whatever, they can't, because we got it. We were self-sufficient as far as that. And I know we've got that with the garden, and we've got that with the chickens, and it's coming together. I'm just saying, it wasn't easy. Some things are easy. Like I said, the chickens are easy. It's just a learning curve. Everything's a learning curve. Once you got it, you got it. Trying to get there is always the toughest thing. Like they say, starting to work out, it's always the toughest thing. Once you're in it for a few months, it's just something you do. And I think that's the way this is also. So I'm just saying this. If people get something from this, great. But I want to share that story about the generator because I thought it was great. And if you don't have a generator, look into them. Those little ones, they're not very expensive. And if you got some meat or some stuff in your freezers that you don't want to go, $100, $200 worth, if that's what you value for, the generator is well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. But anyways, thank you for watching. share this, subscribe, all that stuff. And as always, stay vigilant, protect yourself, protect your family, protect your health, and protect your wealth.